Okay, class. In this video, I will give you 10 tips to enhance chances of passing the LECPA or the licensure examination for CPAs. Okay, with LECPA insights also. Okay, so this is Ray Ocampo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Yung hindi pa nagsusubscribe please subscribe. And pakihit mo na rin yung notification bell para pag meron tayong bagong video, you will be notified. Okay, so 10 tips. But before that, okay, in the last 15 years, so ano bang average passing percentage? Okay, so ano ba yung naging results nitong LECPA? Okay, so this one. So ito yung na-compile natin in the last 15 years. Yan, from May 2009 to October 2023. So the recent LECPA. Okay? So, actually, yung period na yan, tatlo yung naging chairman. Okay, so during this period, okay, from May 2009 hanggang dito sa October 2013, so Honorable Attorney Eugene Mateo. Then from July 2014, yan hanggang May 2018, so si Honorable Joel Tan Torres. And of course, the current chairman, okay, so starting from October 2018, so hanggang yung most recent examination, October 2023, okay, Honorable Noe G. Quinanola. Okay, so notice during this period, ang naging average, okay, passing percentage is 33.4%. Pero pag binase mo yung average, doon sa average, yan, so that's 32.53%. And during this period, ang highest actually during the time of Attorney Mateo, that's 48.36%. So muntik ng mag 50%, So sana bumalik uli yung ganyang kataas na passing. And ang lowest, okay, this one, during this period lang Okay, during this period, okay, is 14.32%. Okay, so in that 15-year period, so lowest, yan, so ito yung lowest passing, ito naman yung highest. Okay, so pero in that 15-year period, okay, so notice, okay, based din sa highest and dun sa average, makikita natin na majority talagang hindi pinapalad. So majority ang bumabagsak sa board exam. Okay, at yung most recent nga, 31.37. So, kumbaga, nasa average na siya during that period. Okay, so hopefully, mas mataas pa, And sana dumating yung point na time na more than 50% ang papasa. Okay, majority na. So, sa ngayon talagang majority, hindi pinapalad. So, that's why, yan, kinrate natin itong video para to give you some tips. Para mapasama ka dun sa 30% na yan or sana 40% or kahit pa 10%. Okay? So, in the next examination. Okay? So, but also take note, Okay, in this compilation, okay, ang exam, by the way, usually binibigay yan May and October. Although in the last exam, okay, so medyo napaaga. Ang nangyari noong October 2023, hindi siya October nag-start, September 30. So, kaya naging September-October 2023 yung exam. Okay, pero traditionally, May and October yan. Pero notice, syempre, during the pandemic, ito yon. So, during 2020, Okay, so walang board exam. Walang nangaganap na examination dahil nga sa pandemic. So, actually, thrice na postponed ang exam. So, yung buong 2020, May and October, tapos yung May 2021. So, tatlong beses, okay, walang examination. So nag-resume siya, okay, October 2021. Pero actually, during that time, may surge pa rin sa COVID. Kaya natuloy lang muna doon sa provincial, okay, exam centers. Okay, testing centers. Yung sa NCR, okay, na delay. So nag-push siya doon sa December 21 na. December 2021 na tuloy yung examination. Okay, so ayan And yun nga, usually, di ba, May and October, Pero notice, okay, itong 2014 examination, instead na May, naging July. So ang nangyari kasi during that time, kulang ang members ng BOA. So tatlo lang. Kung tatlo lang, syempre walang quorum, okay, hindi pwedeng magbigay ng exam. So napunuan lang yon, naging at least 4, okay, nung July. So kaya yun na, natuloy na yung examination eventually nung July. So kaya usually May, October, pero ito merong July examination. Okay? And also look at the numbers, no? Of course, okay, during the pandemic, so konti yung nag-exam, okay? Konti ang pumapasa. So maraming factors yan. Siyempre, isa na dyan yung anxious ka habang nag-exam, lalo during the pandemic. So yung bang iniisip mo habang nag-exam ka, baka pagkatapos ito may COVID ka na. So nahihirapan ka na sa pagsusolve ng pag-answer ng examination. Tapos anxious ka pa na baka magkasakit ka pa. So kaya siguro nag-contribute din yon sa mababang percentage. Among others, of course. But again, ayan nakikita natin ang picture. Okay? So talagang isa sa challenging, okay? Isa sa pinaka-challenging na examination talaga sa Pilipinas ay itong LECPA. Okay? And okay, based on the data, hindi talaga lahat pinapalad. Okay? So kaya itong video na ito ay para sa iyo. Yung mga magbo-board exam pa lang. Okay? So sana mapasama ka, no? Mapasama ka doon sa passing, okay, percentage na yan. Dito sa passers, nandito ka, of course, nasa taker ka, and sana nandito ka rin sa passer. Okay? So, i-manifest mo na yan. Manifesting. Pero, take note huwag puro manifesting. Mag-aral din So, hindi pwedeng puro manifest, post ka ng post, manifesting, CPA QT, ayan. Pero you need to study also. Okay? Ito na yung aking mga tips, okay, para ma-enhance. Actually, pag nag-exam ka, may chance. Pag di ka nag-exam, ay definitely hindi ka papasa. Okay? So, kaya pag nag-exam ka, may chance. At sana mapataas natin yan. Okay? Yung chance na yan na magiging CPA ka. Okay? Now, just to give you a trivia, so no ako yung nag-board exam noong 1999, yan, October 1999 taker tayo. So during our time, 18% lang ang pumasa. Okay? At napasama tayo doon sa top notchers. Ayan. Okay? So ayan. So during that time, sikat pa si Angelo De Leon Yan. So nadyaryo tayo, no? Nandito tayo sa People's Tonight. Ayan. So nung mga panahon na 'yon, talagang pag ikaw ay isang passer, yan, so nag-isipin ka, gusto mo bilhin lahat ng dyaryo. Okay? So mabuti na lang yan, may itabi yung isa nating kakilalang professor. Okay? So siya ang nagbigay actually sa akin itong picture ng newspaper. Wala ako na itago personally actually. Okay? So kaya yung average nung last 15 years nasa 30 percent plus. So pero during our time yan, na 18% lang ang pumapasa. Ang pumasa. Yan. Okay? At ito yung ginamit kong calculator. Ayan So sana ma-share yung niya, no? Yung swerte ng calculator ko na ito. Okay, sa makakapanood ng mga video na ito. Okay? So actually hindi naman lahat talaga alam ko eh. So nagkataon lang na nanalangin ako na sana yung mga alam ko lang ang ibigay. So yun naman, pinakinggan ng ating panalangin. So kaya pinalad tayong pumasa at napasama sa mga top notchers. Okay, so pero yun nga yan, may halong swerte itong kasi iba doon talaga hinulaan ko lang, hindi naman talaga alam natin lahat. Okay? So kaya nga meron tinatawag na divine intervention. Yan so yan yung aking ginamit na calculator. Now, so doon sa nakita nating passing, no? Percentage. So hindi talaga lahat pinapalad. Okay? Parang nakakatakot talaga itong LECPA. Okay? Pero sabi nga ni King Alfred okay, doon sa Last Kingdom. Okay? Fear can be expelled with knowledge. Okay? So, alamin mo kung paano ang LECPA, mag-aral ka, paghandaan mo yan, so mawawala yung takot mo na yan. Okay? So, ang takot ay nasa isip lamang. Yan. Okay? So, let's replace fear with knowledge. Okay? So, now, our 10 tips to enhance chances of passing the LECPA. Okay, so number 1, know why you want to become a CPA. So bakit ba pinasok mo itong BSA course na ito? Okay, so bakit ba gusto mong maging CPA? Kasi meron ngang kasabihan, di ba? If or when the why is clear, the how is easy. So pag clear sa'yo kung bakit mo gustong maging CPA, okay, magiging madali para sa iyong pagiging CPA. Okay? So bakit nga ba gusto mo maging CPA? So why? Because, ayan, pagka because na, lumalabas na si Chris Aquino. Okay? So ikaw ang makakasagot niyan. So pagka clear sa'yo kung bakit mo gustong maging CPA, then most likely madadalian ka, okay, na makuha yung title na yan. Okay? So, of course, ako, nung panahon ko, very clear sa akin yan. Okay? So, kaya pinaghandaan talaga natin yung pagiging, yung pagpasa na yan. Okay? Sa board exam. Okay? So, when the why is clear, yan, the how is easy. Okay? So, next. So, alamin mo muna, bakit ba gusto mo maging CPA? At syempre, pagka naging clear sa'yo yun, gagawa ka ng paraan. Okay? Para ma-achieve mo yung dream na yan na maging CPA. Okay, next. Know the enemy. Okay, so actually yung second and third tip natin, galing yan kay Sun Tzu. Yan, in the art of war. Okay, so sabi niya if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. Now, if you know yourself, but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. Now, if you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. Okay? So, heeding the advice of Sun Tzu. Okay? So, first, we need to know the enemy. And who is the enemy? Okay, so the enemy, of course, yung gagawa ng board exam. Okay, the Board of Accountancy. So it pays to know the members of the board. But of course, mabait naman mga enemies yan. Ayan. So sila lang talagang gagawa. So tuturing natin silang enemy. Okay, so currently, okay, the members of the board, okay, so you can see that in our slide. Okay, so by the way supposed to be 7 ang members including the chairman. So currently may vacant, okay, position dyan. So kaya possible na sa next exam, okay, mapifill up yung vacant position and some of them actually currently expired ang term. So there may be changes. Okay, pero basta regardless kung kailan ka mag-board exam, it pays to know the members of the board. Okay? So actually, since medyo matagal na rin silang nagbibigay ng exam, okay, pag pinansin mo yung result, nung kinumpare mo yung passing percentage ng first-timers sa repeaters, so actually, na-outperform in the last 2 exams okay, at least na-outperform ng repeaters yung mga first-timers. Okay? So dito makikita natin yung learning curve. So iba pa rin yung mayroong benefit of experience. So kumbaga among others, sanay na sila magpa-exam ang current members of the board. Okay? So kaya again so it pays to know. Okay, the enemy. Yan, the members of the BOA. Okay? So again of course, pwedeng magbago yan. So depende kung kailan ka mag-exam. Ayan. And also of course, you need to know yung ite-take mong exam, and that is the LECPA. Okay, so overview of the LECPA. Okay, there are 6 subjects. Okay, Financial Accounting and Reporting or FAR. Advanced Financial Accounting and Reporting. So ito yung AFAR. Okay, so dati actually yan, Practical Accounting 1. Ito Practical Accounting 2. Tapos merong Theory of Accounts. Okay, Auditing. Okay, so combine na ito. Theory and practice. MS or Management Services. Okay, Taxation. And before ang tawag dyan, Business Law. Now it's called Regulatory Framework for Business Transactions. So there are 6 subjects in the LECPA. Okay, so for each subject, you have 3 hours. So actually yan, okay, usually 2 days, 2 subjects per day. Tapos ang schedule normally 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. per subject. Then rest, lunch. Okay, then 1 to 4 yung second subject. Okay, and during the pandemic, okay, 3 days straight ginagawa yung exam. Kapag October, okay, exam, okay, ginagawa yan Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Kung May naman, okay, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, so dahil 3 hours yan, so dapat iba-budget mo ha. So when you do your review, when you do your study, actually your review should start from your first accounting subject. Okay, so dapat yung practice natin, hindi lang yung makukuha mo yung tamang sagot. So dapat mabilis ding magsagot. Kung 3 hours yan, 3 times 60, ang allowance mo per subject ay 180 minutes. Kung 180 minutes yan, i-divide mo ng number of items. So yun ang allowance mo per item. And regarding the number of items, 70 yan, except RFBT. RFBT is 100. Okay? So in my subject, which is FAR, ang suggestion ko dyan, so di ba 180, no? I-divide mo siya ng 70. So yun ang allowance. Pero combination kasi ng theories and problems. Usually, ang allocation ng theories, 30%. Tapos yung problems, yung magko-compute ka ba, mga 70%. So pag theory, ang ano diyan, ang allowance per item niya nasa 2.67 ano. Pero wag mo siyang i-maximize. Dapat may time ka to review and to transfer your answers to the answer sheet. So kaya ang aking suggestion, so mga 1 minute pag theory, mga 2 minutes kapag problem. So kung na-solve mo within 2 minutes, okay ka na dyan. So pag napansin mo, lumalampas ka ng 2 minutes, medyo mabagal yan. So wag kang magbabad sa isang problem, uubusin oras mo yan. So kung hindi mo kaya nang masolve kagad within 2 minutes, then lipat ka na to another problem. Okay? So you practice okay yung pacing ha, ng pagsosolve. 1 minute theory, 2 minutes problem. Less than that, better. Okay? Now, regarding the level of difficulty, in the current table of specifications, naka-specify dyan kung ilang percent yung easy, that's 30%, 40% moderate, okay, and then 30% difficult. But of course, what is easy? What is moderate? What is difficult? Judgment na yan ng examiners. Okay? Minsan, kala natin sa atin, sa kanila easy, pero sa atin, sa iba, moderate na or difficult na. Okay? Pero based on experience, usually, okay, parang kahit na mayroong effectively guidance dyan na 30, 40, 30, pero kung titingnan mo, generally, nandun sa para safe, nasa average or moderate yung questions. Okay? Pero at least meron tayong guide yan. So 30% lang ang difficult. Yan. At most na yan. Okay? Next, yun nga, as I mentioned earlier, 3 days. Okay? And of course, to pass, so you need a general weighted average of at least 75%. Pagka naka 74 point something ka, sorry, hindi ka papasa. Dapat okay, at least 75. Walang rounding. Okay? And itong problem, actually, sana tanggalin na ito eh. Yung no grade lower than 65%. So, kasi minsan, yung iba, may actual grade. Ang average niya, 78. Pero hindi pumasa. Kasi may 64. Okay? Ang problema, 3 lang yung nakuha niya na at least 75. Hindi rin siya na-condition. Kasi para ma-condition, dapat maka at least 75 ka in majority of the subjects. Eh kung 6 yung subjects, so ang majority nun 4. Pagka naka at least 4 ka, at least 75 ka in majority, so at least 4 of the subjects, bibigyan ka ng conditional credit. Ang i-retake mo lang yung subjects below 75. So yun ang nangyari, merong actual case. Grade niya 78. Failed. Okay? Kasi dahil doon sa isang subject, 64 siya. Tapos hindi rin siya condition kasi nga 3 lang yung nakuha niyang 75. So, kawawa naman. Bawi na lang. Next exam. So, pero yan ha. So, 75, no grade below. Okay, 65. So, siguro, message yan, hindi pwedeng pabayaan mo yung isang subject. So, hindi pwedeng favorite mo lang yung 5. Hindi mo na favorite yung isa. Okay, so pwedeng hindi ka makapasa dyan because of one subject. Pagka nag-below, 65. Okay, so that's the LECPA. So, know the enemy. So, yung gagawa ng exam at yung exam. Ayan. Okay? Next, okay? Know yourself. Okay? So, kilalanin mo ang enemy, kilalanin mo ang sarili mo. So, you will win, okay, in every battle. Ayan. Okay. So, teka muna. Kilala mo na ba ang sarili mo? Are you ready? So, let's say, tatanungin ka, as of today, yan, are you ready? Ready na bang mag-board exam? Sabi mo, sir, bukas na lang mag-review pa. Or wala pa, sa May pa yung kasunod eh. Okay, na exam. So, sabi mo, sige na, hindi pa. Or, ready na, kaya lang wala pang exam. So, how will you know, no? Kung ready ka na. So, pwedeng pakiramdaman approach. So, feel ko ready na, feel ko hindi pa ready. Or actually, mas maganda yan kung nako-quantify yung ating kaya state of readiness. Okay? So, sa bawat subject, by the way, nagbibigay dyan ang BOA ng syllabus. So, meron tinatawag na syllabi and table of specifications. So, doon naka-enumerate yung mga topics na dapat aralin, yung kasama sa exam. Okay? So, kung let's say, hindi mo alam, okay, kung saan ka mag-start. So, may reminder sa atin dyan, si Angela Duckworth. So, sabi ni Angela Duckworth, if you don't know where to begin, a good place to start is to understand where you are today. Okay? So, kaya ako, so start lagi ng review. Pinapagawa natin ang mga students natin ng tinatawag kong reality check. Okay? Inventory of your stock knowledge. So, pag nasa review ka na, ano ba yung mga napag-aralan mo ng undergrad? So, kunin mo yung syllabus sa bawat subject. From topic number 1 to the last topic. O, let's say, topic number 1. Natuwa ka, alam mo yun, lagay mo, check. Topic number 2. Parang alam mo, parang hindi. Pero may idea ka. So, question mark. Topic number 3. Nagulat ka, may ganong topic. Lagay mo X. So, gawin mo parang checklist. Okay? So, para bang gagawa ka ng balance sheet of your stock knowledge. Okay? Ano yung alam mo na, ano yung hindi pa. Okay? So, para mapagpreparahan mo. So, of course, kung check yan, review ang gagawin mo. Kung question mark, so, i-resolve mo yung question mark na yan. Dapat, okay, before the exam, okay, check na rin yan. So kung X, yun ang problem. Kung may mga topics na hindi na-cover ng undergrad. So magiging first view instead na review. So kaya dito, okay, you need to double your effort. So kaya lamang nga di ba? So lamang yung mga schools na meron silang okay, undergrad program, undergrad review program. Kasi doon, okay, so undergrad pa lang, so nakakapag-review na sila. And may mga ibang schools ang kanilang programa okay, every year level ang kanilang review. Okay, kasi every year level meron silang comprehensive examination. So maganda naman doon, hindi mo nakakalimutan kasi every year level, so and also meron silang parang course audit So na-audit nila ano yung mga na-discuss, ano yung hindi. Tapos may intervention silang ginagawa. So let's say, second year, magko-compre, bago yung compre, ano ba yung mga topics na hindi natin na-cover based on the syllabus, based on the school outline, and also minamap nila with the syllabus. Okay, so ang ginagawa, may intervention. So let's say itong topic na to hindi pala na-cover, so magi-invite sila. Okay, on their own, so i-discuss nila sa kanilang mga students. Okay, so ganun, every year level, ginagawa nila yun. Okay, so para mas ma-enhance talaga yung para talagang ma-prepare yung mga students nila, okay, for the board exam. Okay, pero kung let's say yun nga, okay, late mo na lang na-realize, ay meron palang syllabi, okay, meron palang TOS, okay lang yan, at least, okay, kung start pa lang ng review, mag-reality check ka na muna. Okay, so para tapos paghandaan mo yan, okay, so dapat check lahat yan before the examination. Okay, so know yourself. Yan. Anong meron ka, anong wala pa. At ang pinakamahirap sa lahat, yung mag-start Okay, so para bang sa eroplano. So it will require a lot of power, horsepower para maka-take off yan. Pero pagka naka-take off na, to maintain yung altitude, yan, di ba? So nagpo-cruise na lang, so konting horsepower na lang yan. Less compared do sa pag-take off. So kaya kung let's say, nahirapan ka, talagang mahirap yan sa umpisa. Pero pagka na-practice mo yan, na-develop mo yung habit mo, okay, so magkukrus ka na lang dyan. Parang maintaining certain ano ka na lang dyan, horsepower to maintain your altitude. Okay, so sa umpisa mahirap yan. Pero mag-checklist ka muna, then wag kang ma-overwhelm. Okay, so babalik ka na naman sa number 1. Bakit ba gusto mo maging CPA? And then yon, mamomotivate ka na naman. Okay, so tuloy-tuloy lang ang pag-prepare. And of course, you need to be disciplined also. Kasi hindi naman tayo laging motivated eh. Okay? So yung discipline, that will keep you going. Okay? So kapag tinatamad ka na. Okay? Pero yun nga, babalikan mo yung number 1. Bakit ba gusto mo maging CPA? So pagka sa mga panahon na tinatamad ka. Okay? Next. Number 4. Prepare and execute a study plan. Okay? So pagka nasa formal review ka na, even sa undergrad, kasi nga ang review naman talaga, hindi nag-start yan after mong gumraduate eh. Nag-start yan on your first accounting subject. So yung first subject mo pa lang, review na yun. Preparation mo na yun para sa board exam. So kaya gawa ka ng calendar of activities mo. Okay? So for each day, anong subject, okay? So anong oras, ikaw nang bahala kasi mas kilala mo ang sarili mo eh. Okay, so anong aralin mo dyan? So kung doon sa review center nyo, meron kayong calendar of activities, i-ano mo dyan, i-pattern mo siya. Okay, and then once na prepare mo, you execute. So hindi yung prepare ka ng prepare. Tapos pag hindi mo nagawa, revise the plan. So prepare tapos revise, yun na lang, hindi na na-execute. So once na prepare mo yung plan, gumawa ka ng oath of commitment. Yan, I promise to myself that I will execute this review plan or study plan. Okay? So of course, okay, kung nang bahala dyan maglagay kung kailan ka na manonood ng Netflix, yan. So kailangan may rest din. Pero okay, as much as possible, yung nagawa mong program, yung nagawa mong plan, so you try to execute. Okay? Kasi iba yung, okay, meron kang plano eh. Okay? So, kasi pag meron kang plan, alam mo kung anong mong gagawin. Okay? So, lalo na kung sa first day sa review, bibigyan ka na napakadaming materials. Now, overwhelm ka. So, sa sobrang dami na, parang di mo na alam kung anong unahin mo. Sabi mo, ay, matutulog nga muna ako, i-dip muna ako. Oh, pagising mo. Okay, kinabukasan na. So, wala ka na nagawa. Okay? So, kaya prepare. Yan. And then execute a study plan. Okay? Next, monitor progress. So based doon sa syllabus, no? Okay, na pinagawa natin, sabi ko gawa ka ng checklist. So based doon sa mga topics na nandun, ilang percent na completed ka ba? Okay, o doon sa bawat topic, ilang percent, okay, ano ba yung nabasa mo dyan or naintindihan mo dyan? So gawa ka ng monitoring. Okay, so sa PRTC, okay, meron tayo dito mga drills actually na naka-incorporate sa aming learning management system, and also okay, doon sa aming face-to-face meron din mga drills diyan. Okay, plus yun nga, merong pre-boards. So sa pre-boards doon mo makikita kung ano na yung kung tama ba yung ginagawa mo. Okay, so diyan mo makikita kung effective ba or kailangan ng adjustment. So kaya I strongly recommend na magte-take kayo ng pre-board. So by the way, sa PRTC, ano yan, open ang pre-board. Kaya kahit nasa review center, pwede kang mag-take ng pre-board sa PRTC. And we design actually ang aming pre-boards to be challenging. So okay, mag-enjoy ka sa pagsosolve ng aming mga pre-boards. Okay? So ayan you monitor progress. Okay? Then adjust accordingly. Pagka sa tingin mo parang mabagal ako Okay? So try to catch up. Okay? Of course, kung medyo mabilis, then meron kang time to relax. Next, read and solve the learning materials in advance. So iba kasi yung iba yung nabasa mo na, na-solve mo na, tapos makikinig ka ng lectures. Or kung online, manonood ka ng lectures. Iba yung learning process na nasagutan mo na, nabasa mo na, nagko-compare ka na lang. So na-highlight kung tama ka, kung mali ka. Maganda kung nagkamali ka kasi hindi mo makakalimutan yun. Kasi nga, di ba, we learn from our mistakes. Kaya pag nag-solve ka at marami kang mali, ibig sabihin na marami kang natutunan. So the more mistakes, the more chances of learning. So yun, yung mga minali mo na yun, pagka na-discuss na yung solutions doon, so yun, matatanim na sa'yo yun, hindi mo na makalimutan. Okay? Tapos kung tama ka naman, kino-compare mo kung anong better solution. Kung mas maganda yung sa'yo, better. Kasi talaga ikaw ang gumawa niyan eh. So hindi mo na makalimutan yan. Pero kung napansin mo, mukhang okay yung presentation ng aming professor o ng aming reviewer. So yun, pwede mong i-adapt. Okay? Kasi kung hindi ka nagbasa, parang hindi ka makasunod eh. So hindi ka nag-solve, kopya ka lang ng kopya ng solution, picture ka ng picture ng solution. Okay? So pagka ganun, ang na-harness mo yung writing skills mo. So minsan may mga sinasabi yung reviewer, hindi mo napapakinggan kasi nga nakafocus ka sa pagkopya. Kaya as much as possible, read. At a minimum, dapat nabasa mo na yung i-discuss ninyo for that. So read and solve the learning materials in advance. And also, pagka ganyan kasi, na-solve mo na, meron kang chance makapagtanong. Okay, makapag-clarify. Okay, lalo na pagka, let's say, may ibang treatment na nakita ka or ibang style, okay, ng pag-solve. Okay, so try to read and solve the learning materials in advance. Ayan, quality over quantity of learning materials. So sobrang daming materials available, okay, printed and online, legal and illegal sites. Yan, so talagang hindi mo na alam anong unahin mo. Okay? So you trust your professors. Okay? You trust your, kung nasa PRTC ka, you trust your reviewers. Okay? Na pen nila yung materials na yan para sa inyo. Okay? So, pero yun nga, ang problema natin dito, actually, hindi naman information overload eh. So, ang problema dyan, yung pag-filter mo ng information. So, dapat, kaya piliin mo yung mga magandang materials. Okay? So, yung iba kasi ginagawa, okay lang kung talaga mabilis kang mag-solve. Yung parang mastery na ang hinahanap mo. Yung iba, kolekta napakaraming materials. Okay yan, pag mastery na. Okay, nandun ka na sa level ng mastery. Pero kung nagsisimula ka pa lang, dami-dami mong materials, matatapos yan. Okay? So, pag nasa review stage ka na okay, tapos sa tingin mo, medyo kulang ka sa foundation, then mag-stick ka lang sa isang set. Pag meron kang na-master na isang set, so ready ka na doon. Then, pagka-advance ka, so doon, that's the time na pwede kang maraming sinosolve ng mga materials. Ang problema kasi pagka may mga differences sa treatment baka mamaya exam na, hindi mo pa alam kung anong treatment ang i-apply mo. Okay? So, kaya quality over quantity tayo. So, hindi ito paramihan ng nabasa o na paramihan ng nasolve. Paramihan ito ng naintindihan. Okay? Isa, dalawa lang nasolve mo pero talagang naintindihan mo. Kesa naman yun, dami-dami mo sinunod, wala ka naintindihan. Minimemorize mo lang, company A, letter A. Ito, pag binigay ito, ganito ang format. So, that's not the right way, okay, to study. Okay? So, lalo lang ngayon ang BOA. Okay? Madalas gumagawa ng sarili nilang exam yan. Kung hindi man sarili, maganda yung pagkakamodify. Okay? Nag-iiba yung structure. So, kaya kung nasanay ka na test bank na ito, galing sa test bank, ganito ang answer. So, medyo mahirapan ka sa actual board. So, intindihin ang concept. So, yung iba actually pumapasa kahit na ang baon lang nila, kahit na konti lang na solve nila kasi baon nila concept. So, naintindihan nila eh. So, pag naintindihan mo kasi yan, kahit anong itanong sa'yo, okay, masosolve mo yan. Yun nga lang, yun nga. Siyempre, pag first time mo na-encounter yung problem, it may take time bago masolve. But still, masosolve mo siya. Iba kasi yung familiar ka sa problem, mabilis. Yan. Okay? Pero of course, hindi naman nawawala din yung mga familiar questions, familiar problems. Okay? Pero yun nga, yung iba talagang, lalo yung kulang sa time sa pag-study, ang ginagawa nila talagang focus sila sa concepts. Tapos magsosolve ng a few problems, okay na yun. Lalo kung kulang ka sa time. Pero kung marami kang time, then, okay, walang pumipigil sa'yo mag-solve ka na mag-solve hanggang ma-master mo lahat yan. Okay? So, yan pero kung yun nga, na-overwhelm ka sa dami, pili ka lang. Okay? Quality over quantity. Yan. Have a study buddy. Iba kasi yung may napagtatanungan ka. Okay? Minsan, kung ikaw lang mag-isa, ang dami-dami mga parang isang paragraph pa lang, di mo na maintindihan. Okay, pag nagsosolve ka, di ba, highlight ka ng highlight, ng mga important. Hanggang mamaya, pagkatingin mo, lahat na na-highlight mo na, di mo na alam kung anong uunahin, kung anong na importante dyan. So, pag meron ka kasing study buddy, okay, nakakapagtanong ka. At saka mas efficient. Okay? Kasi kung let's say nga, lumampas ka na ng 2 minutes. sa limit natin, di ba? 1 minute theory, 2 minutes problem. Okay, hirap, parang 5 minutes na, parang 30 minutes na. Isang problem pa lang. Take note, di lang naman isang subject yan, 6 subjects yan. So pag lumalampas, hanap ka ng study buddy. Tulungan kayo. Okay? So, and dapat, pwede ka rin maging study buddy. Mas maganda kami may nagtatanong sa'yo eh. Kasi pag may nagtatanong sa'yo at na-share mo yun, na-ituro mo yun, mas lumalalim yung understanding. Okay? So, we learn also by teaching. Okay? Pero yun nga, pag may hindi maintindihan, tanongin ang iyong ka-buddy. Yung mga professors ninyo, pwedeng review buddies nyo rin yan. Okay? So, yan. Nung aming time, nung ako'y college, yan, yung mga review buddies ko, yung mga study buddies natin. Okay? So, actually, lahat yan, halos pa. May isa lang na hindi naging CPA dyan. So, pero lahat yan halos, except one, okay? Naging CPA sa mga study buddy namin. So, may isa dyan, parang nag-switch ng career eh. Okay, hindi na nag-CPA. Okay, so yan ang ating number 8 tip. Okay, next, number 9. Exercise. Have enough sleep. Okay, so take note yung ating mind. Okay, so based sa napanood ko sa isang TED Talk, para ding muscle siya na kailangan ine-exercise natin eh. Okay, so para mag-function siya okay, properly. Okay, and also have enough sleep. Yan, ito yung mga exercise recommendation ko. Kahit ng mga 7 stretching, 7-minute workout, yan. And then have enough sleep. Kasi sabi, sleep is your superpower. Di ba parang counterintuitive? Okay, so parang, teka muna, usually nagpupuyat para mataas ang score. Pero mas maganda pala yung meron tayong enough rest. So meron tayong exercise, enough rest, mas magiging productive actually tayo. And then mas ma-absorb natin yung pinag-aaralan natin. Okay? Kasi minsan pagka meron kang binabasa no, na hindi maintindihan, pag pinilit mo yun, wala, sayang lang sa oras. So ang gawin mo, meron kang hindi maintindihan. Okay? So wala kang makita review body. So tanong mo sa review body mo. Pero nag-aaral ka on your own, tapos meron kang hindi maintindihan. So try mo mag-relax muna. So stretching yan. O kaya mag-take a nap ka. Tapos na mo, basahin mo uli, mas maintindihan mo na siya. Mas madali na siyang ma-absorb. O kaya may problem, parang na-stuck ka na doon. Oh, teka muna, rest nga muna ako. Okay? Pagkagising, pagka-rest mo, kita mo, mas mabilis na siyang masolve. Okay? So, ayan na. So, exercise. Okay? And then, have enough sleep. And then, finally, okay? So, again ito na yung steps, yung tips 1 to 9 natin. Definitely, pag ginawa mo yan, so it will help. It will increase your chances of becoming a CPA. Kasi actually, pag ginawa mo yan, ang ma-develop mo dyan, discipline. Okay, so, and then, pagka nagawa mo yan, mas tumataas yung confidence level mo. Okay, so kasi, and actually ang secret sa pagpasa sa board exam, isa dyan ay yung mataas yung confidence level mo dapat. Kasi pag mataas ang confidence level mo, kahit na, okay, hindi mo alam, parang alam mo na. Pero pag mababa ang confidence level mo, parang kahit hindi mo alam, parang alam mo na. Okay? At yun nga, yung confidence na yan, mabibuild up mo yan. So pagka, okay, nakapag-prepare ka ng mabuti. Okay? Pero kahit anong preparation pa ang gawin natin, we cannot be 100% ready. So darating talaga sa time na, ito actually, na-experience ko rin yan, the night before the exam. Okay? So the night before the exam, nag-aral naman ako, nag-prepare naman ako. Pero parang feeling ko, dami ko pang hindi alam. So parang, why do I feel empty? Ayan ha. Okay? So parang, teka muna, sa dami ng inaral ko, parang wala akong alam. Okay? So lately, na-realize ko, yan pala ay simple reminder that we cannot make it on our own. So kaya we need to ask divine intervention. Okay? So kasi pag hindi talaga ibinigay sa atin, hindi mapapasa atin yan. Okay? And God's timing is always perfect. So kaya do your best and God will do the rest. So gawin mo lahat ng humanly possible. So makikita naman ni Lord yan Ay ito talaga deserve nito maging CPA. Okay? So nagpakahirap to, talaga nag-aral ito, nag-prepare ito. Sige, tapos samahan mo ng panalangin, so ibibigay sa iyo. So ask and it will be given to you. But you need to do your work also. So do your best and God will do the rest. So pagka talaga dumating na sa time na, yan na, exam na. Pero talagang kulang. Minsan talaga kinukulang sa preparation eh. So pag kinulang ka sa preparation, damihan mo ng dasal. And baka mangyari sa iyo yung parang nangyaring miracle and sa isang wedding, di ba? So wedding at Cana, yan. So 'di ba? Para meron diyang 6 jars yan of water. Wala na daw wine. Okay, may kasal diyan eh. Okay? So anong ginawa ni Jesus diyan? Yung water tinransform into what? Wine. Okay? So kaya miracle sometimes happen eh. Okay? When you believe. So talagang okay, pag nag-exam ka, pwede kang pumasa. Pag di ka nag-exam, di ka papasa. Okay? So again, prepare hanggat kaya mo. Pagka kinulang, okay? So at the end of the day, okay, bago ka mag-exam, yan. Do your best and then God will do the rest. So ask divine intervention. Okay? So later on, yan. Yung 6 jars na yan, representing the 6 subjects, okay, in the board exam, in the LECPA, yan, may papasa mo din yan. Okay? Of course, pag ibinigay sa iyo yan. So, ibibigay sa iyo yan. Okay? So, paghandaan mo lang at samahan mo ng panalangin. Okay? Pero take note, sabi nga ni Bore, yung sa reply 1988 not just anyone can become a CPA. That's true. Based on the data. So never pang naging doon sa the last 15 years, no? Hindi umabot ng more than 50%. Okay? So talagang majority bumabagsak. Okay? So Bora is right. But you can be one. If you have CPD. Yan. And what is CPD? Confidence in yourself. And with the right and proper, with the right preparation, okay, so ma-build up mo yung confidence na yan. So sabi nga kanina, pataasan ng confidence ang pagpasa sa board exam. Okay, so with proper preparation and of course with divine intervention. So with CPD, you can be a CPA. Okay, and with that, take note of this. Okay, quotations, okay, na nakuha natin. So take note, we don't have to be smarter than the rest. Okay, we have to be more disciplined than the rest. Yan ang sabi ni Warren Buffett. So ito yung mga quotes natin, mga companion natin throughout our review. Okay? So sabi nga, as I mentioned earlier so hindi ka laging motivated hindi ka laging motivated. Pero pag nandun yung discipline mo, okay, so that will keep you going. Okay, and then remember the number 1, okay, tip, remember your why. So bakit nga ba nagpapakahirap ako dito? Bakit nga ba gusto kong maging CPA? So then eventually yan, magiging madali para sa iyo. Okay, so also, okay, take note, zeal and hard work are ultimately more important than intellectual ability. So, yan naman ang na-observe ni Charles Darwin sa pag-aaral niya ng evolution. Okay? So, actually, maraming loudness. May mga Latin honors ang hindi pinapalad sa board exam. Nadadaig pa ng mga masisipag. So, minsan daig ng masipag, okay, yung magaling. Pero kung magaling ka na, masipag ka pa, then, okay, so easy lang sa iyo ang pagiging CPA. Okay? And then, finally, at the end of the day, if you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, well, you're right. Okay? So, sabi ni Henry Ford, isipin mong kaya mo yan. Isipin mong di mo kaya, well, totoo yan. Okay? So, actually, ang kalaban natin dito ay ang sarili natin. Kaya sabi nga ni Plato, di ba? The first and only victory is to conquer self. Sabi pa ng Gatorade. So, the only competition is yourself. Conquer yourself and you will conquer the board exam. So, isipin mong kaya mo yan. And actually, the first step, okay, to become a CPA is to believe that you can become one. And of course, you follow the other steps. Yan. So maniwala kang kaya mo. Okay, that's the starting point. Kakayanin mo yan. Okay, and okay, I believe that you can do it. Okay, so those are my 10 tips yan, to enhance chances of passing the LECPA. Okay, so sana ma-apply mo yan. So sana may natutunan ka dito sa ating video. At okay, kung may natutunan ka, okay, so huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe. Ayan. And i-share mo na din sa mga sa tingin mong okay, nangangailangan ng mga tips na ito. Okay, so that's it. So thank you and happy learning. Okay, bye-bye.